Hi, everybody. I'm back. I am Samantha, and I'm a therapist, and I'm doing a video every day for a year to get over my fear of public speaking and social anxiety. And this is video 126 of 365. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Please smeesh and smash that like button if you'd like to, and subscribe. I've been watching Damon Darling way too much. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. He is hilarious. He's changing my state, which I recommend you change your state. Every moment of the day, you can change your mental state. So I wanted to talk about overthinking today. I've got some notes today so I can stay on track just a little bit. I was reading again. I've already read the book, but The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. If you check him out, he's pretty zen. If you watch him, he'll probably put you to sleep. But he talks about he talks about being in the now and how we only have one eternal now, one moment. When you're in the past, you're kind of thinking about regrets and maybe things that never happened that you wish would have happened, and there's grief associated with that. Or you're in the future and you're worried about something, or you're constantly kind of feeling uneasy. And I think that we all live in I would say a lot of us, most of us really live with this underlying like state of unease or something, or like a not sadness necessarily, but just like chronic disappointment or something. And just like this constant like feeling of I'm not there yet, I'm not done yet, I'm not good enough yet. I need to do this so that I feel better when this is done. There's always something to do, and we're not like being enough. And so we've got to remember we're human beings, not human doings. And so we've got one now moment. And so it's very important to get centered in the now, because when you ask what time it is, it's always now. What time is it? It's now. What time is it? It's now. No matter what time it is, it's always now. And so if you really think about that, let that gel in your brain a little bit, like all we have truly is now. What am I going to do with now? What am I going to think about? What am I going to generate from inside me that will create this mental state that I'm wanting to be able to manifest things and let them materialize in front of me, instead of just this desire that I have that's not here yet? And so basically, like when we start to feel suffering of any sort, we've lost our now moment. So I would consider suffering being anxiety, depression, just feeling sad, feeling angry, all of those things. Those feelings are not inherently bad unless you say they're bad. They're just an indicator of, well, my thoughts have been down this path for a while, and now they've gotten kind of into a crisis. So now I'm noticing that I'm depressed, or I'm very angry right now, or I'm enraged. I look at those kind of like that's sort of a crisis at that point, because then you really notice your thought patterns and where you've been, what caused them. We think that people outside of us are causing those feelings, and when really it's our own thoughts and our own beliefs and the way that we've defined situations in life. So when I learned all of this, how everything is generated from inside of us, and because I was, you hold anger for people that have wronged you, quote, wronged you, you get to a point where you're abandoning yourself so much, you're not even thinking about yourself anymore. You're just thinking about how badly this person hurt me, and I need, they need to suffer and all this stuff. And when I just put all that away and I just let it go, there was complete freedom. And a lot of times I think we're wanting freedom. We want somebody to pay, like we want revenge or something, or we want somebody to understand us because we feel misunderstood, or we want somebody to show us that we're worthy because we feel unworthy. But really, when you go inside your own mind and give it to yourself by telling yourself that you are amazing and talking to yourself like you wish somebody else would talk to you, or say the things that you wish other people would have said throughout the years to you, basically being a parent to yourself. Maybe you didn't have parents that talked to you nicely or they abused you. Give it to yourself today, now. Because if you don't, you're never going to get it. And No one's coming to save you. Nothing's going to change unless you change. So you've got to save yourself, let yourself out of your prison. You have permission to get out of that prison today. You've got the keys, but you're keeping yourself in the prison because it's comfortable, because it's familiar. You don't know what's on the other side. It's kind of like people in prison when they come out, they have a hard time, acclimating to society again because they've been, imprisoned. And so, let yourself out today. Decide that you're just going to focus on right now. And throughout the years, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. I have spent thousands of hours, not hundreds of thousands of hours, but I'd say definitely thousands of hours on learning these things, and also thousands of hours with clients over the last almost 12 years of being a therapist. And I have learned so many things that I wanted to keep everything so simple, because all these books out there are amazing, but they're like 200 pages long and 400 pages long. And I'm just like, I want to teach this stuff, but I want to keep it very, very simple so that anybody can pick this up and change their lives quickly. That's my goal for people, to change their lives quickly so that they don't have to suffer anymore, so that they can choose freedom instead of suffering. So part of freedom is just recognizing that you can generate a new mental state at any point in time. And the only point in time we have is now. So you have to literally tell your brain, and I know I've said this a million times, I'm going to keep saying it. You have to tell your brain what to think. If you don't tell it what to think, it's on its default settings. It's going to go right back to default every single time. If you've thought a certain way about a certain person or a certain event or your job, if you've thought this certain way about these certain things, you're going to continue thinking the same way if you don't deliberately tell yourself to think something different. So I started practicing every now in the now. Like, that's my goal now, is to make sure I'm in the now as much as possible. And it is a really fun thing to do. And you just kind of look around and you notice what's going on around you. You notice the objects that you see and the colors that you see. You don't overthink. You don't even think. The goal is to stop thinking. That's the whole goal. We don't want to think anymore. We just want to be, because thinking is doing something and we don't have to think all the time. So you just want to be and just notice, be curious, be the watcher, be the observer. And you want to look around you and just notice things. You created this. What you're seeing around you, just say, I did this. I wonder why this is here. I wonder why that's here. That's pretty cool. And just kind of be in wonder and curiosity about it. And then go within and say, what have I been thinking and feeling? What emotion is coming up in my body? Where am I feeling this in my body? What are the thoughts I've been thinking and the beliefs I've been believing and the definitions I've given to so many things that I could probably change today to feel a little bit better? I wonder what that could be. And you just be curious about it. Observe yourself and just have fun noticing what's around you and what's going on in you. And then you're in your now and you practice that. And pretty soon you're going to notice that you want to go back to those moments because you've created peace for yourself, because you've kind of quieted your mind down a little bit. Meditation is great as well if you want to try to meditate. There's tons of videos. I have videos on my channel too. I haven't talked about it much. I did in the beginning, but I think I have like 14 meditation videos on my channel. And so go check those out. Some of them are bilateral stimulation, like EMDR therapy, where you hear left, right in your ears. But I think there's others that don't have that on there if you want to check them out. And you just kind of go into it with the goal of just quieting your mind. The goal is to slow your thoughts down, and with the main goal of stopping them really as much as possible. So you become nothing. You're just kind of in this space where you're just noticing nothing and you have no thought. And that takes some practice. So this is all a practice. Everything I'm talking about on this channel, everything is a practice. And look at it like, I'm going to spend a whole year, just like I'm doing with my videos. I was like, I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but I know that I'm going to change in the process. And this is working on me. I'm not just working on it. It's definitely working on me with so many things. Made me so much more confident in what I want to do with the rest of my life. And just it's helped me so much. And so look at it like you're going to commit to this thing for a year. You're going to commit to yourself for a year, marry yourself, say some vows to yourself. I vow that I'm going to practice this stuff every single day, because when you do that, you're showing yourself that you're worthy, first of all, because you are, and you're showing up for yourself. You're committing to yourself, you're promising yourself something, and you're keeping your promises to yourself. And then that kind of creates trust within yourself, so you can trust yourself. And so you can kind of start there and just practice being in the now more. Notice when you're not in the now. Notice that. And when you're out of the now, that's when you're suffering. So think about, why would I like suffering? That's another thing. We actually get a payoff from suffering, from our pain. And so we kind of recreate it. We don't know that we're doing that, but there is a payoff to it. And that's an individualized thing. I'm not going to put any words in anybody's mouth why that would be kind of like something we would choose. But mainly it's just because it's familiar, and we're not practicing something else. So you want to practice something else. We want to get out of the familiar, the known, and get into the unfamiliar, unknown. And that's self 1 to self 2. So you get to decide how you think and feel and behave and all those things. And you just shift it at any moment that you want to. And be very curious about how you're feeling, because it's showing you which way to go. It's like, nope, we need to go this way. If you're feeling bad, you're out of the now moment. You're kicked out. So practice coming back to the now. Say, no, I'm going to shift back here now. I'm going to shift back here now. And then deliberately start doing inner conversations. I love the inner conversations. I love talking to people in my mind. It's so cool what happens outwardly after I do it. It's so cool. It's just, I highly recommend it. You just go inside your mind and talk to people in your mind. And I've had so many cool things happen over the years by doing that. It's so fun. So, and then I'm telling you guys, like, you can train yourself to be happy most of the time, be blissful most of the time, and in peace. And then whenever you're knocked out of that, you know how to come back because you've practiced it so many times. That's the main thing, is that anytime I get knocked out, I'm like, oh no, I'm going back to where I know is so much better than that feeling I just felt. So you just got to practice it and get really curious when you're not feeling so good. Be like, I wonder what I was thinking that made me not feel that good. And why am I giving this thing outside myself power when I am the power? I am the source of all this. You're the source of everything. So don't give the external power, because it's like yesterday's news. It doesn't even matter anymore. It's old. It's like the lemon you've squeezed and you can't get any more juice out of it. It's dried up. It's old. So you only have now to create your next now. So remember that all the power is right there in the now, and you can do anything you want with it. So I'll quit rambling. I'm rambling. I can tell I'm rambling. I can tell. So I'm going to stop now. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. And yeah, I'll be back. And please like, share, subscribe. If you did like this and you think it might help somebody else, just please share it with them. And smeesh and smash the like button, as Damon Darling likes to say. So check him out. He's a funny guy. Funny feller. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening. Bye.